this, but we're just going to go through the basic variation, and we're going to talk about the exercise in two different phases, the up phase, and then we'll do the down phase. So the up phase is going to start with a squat, it's going to be a jump, and then it's going to go right back to the squat. So much just like our jump squat, this is what this is going to look like. Jump and squat coming down. Excellent. The second part of it will start in the squat, so we'll be down here. When we squat down, he's going to put his hands on the ground, he's going to shoot both legs out together, he's going to shoot them back in, and he's going to stand back up. So the second phase, the down phase, the legs shoot out, they shoot back in, and they stand back up. So let's put this all together. It starts with the squat. He goes to the jump, he squats back down, the legs go out, and he goes straight back into the jump. So that squat is the position that will continually be utilized in the transition of the up and the down. Great. Take a second, therefore, take a rest for a second. So this can be very difficult movement. I advise to only do these in sets of 5 and 10 because people really need the break in order for them not to compromise their form. So let's talk a little bit about modifying this exercise for someone that maybe not ready for the full-on burpee with the jump. So the first part, he would do a squat down, he'd go up on his toes, mimicking the jump movement, he'd squat back down, just like that. So it would be a squat up on the toes, and then squat back down. Now the down phase of a modification, he'd put his arms down, he could shoot both legs out, and both legs in, and then out, out. So one at a time. So if we put this all together, he's going to start in that squat position. He's going to go up on the toes like he's jumping. He's going to come down. The leg's going to shoot out, out, in, back up on the toes, shooting up. Excellent. So when we modify it, we basically are taking out the big power movements and we're getting them to transfer the weight more easily. When we cue this exercise for our participants, we want to make sure we're really clear on two things. That the jump starts in a low squat. So when we're down in this squat, we get a nice jump, and then we transition quickly down to the ground, out, in. So now I want Tim to give me a really good out, in as a quick movement. So it goes down, out, in. Up, down, out, and in. If Tim goes down into a push-up position, like he's in the down phase of his burpee, the one thing that you'll see is that people will start to push their belly down to the ground and they'll arch their back. So they're going to arch down, so he's going to sag. So this would be the incorrect position. He would sag down into it. So he wants to keep everything up so that when he comes in and out, he has nice core control with it. So the big thing is that people get a nice jump, they get a quick out and in with the legs, and they keep their bellies up, and they're not arching that lower back towards the ground. Again, you're going to want to do these when the body is nice and warm. You're not going to want to do these first thing in the morning when you're out in the warm-up. The body's just not ready for it. So using them when you're in the heart of your workout, when the body is the warmest, and really doing them in sets of 5 to 10 so that people really do it with the correct form and they're not compromising their form just to get in 25 burpees. And that's the burpee.